Hello students, today we will be starting with the problems in working capital management chapter. This is the module number 5 for us, and I have discussed with you all theory earlier. So now we will be starting with the fundamental problems here connected to operating cycle period. So operating cycle period is how much time it takes to convert the various components of current assets and current liabilities. So that is going to be called operating cycle here. So that is the time period which is required. It is calculated in number of days. So here I will show with you the format, and after the format the formula. After that we will start with problem number 1. In the problem you are going to find, the first problem I have shown for you, I have also shown for you the format and the formulas. All the formulas you have to mug up so that only you can remember, and I will explain one by one what is the formula and how it has to be tackled here. So in the first problem you are going to see the question, compute the operating cycle period. In the first problem you are going to find particulars and days. There are two information. One is the period covered. In a year, 365 days. In some problems, you may have it as 360, or it is also possible as 350, but nothing is specified. You have to take it as 365. So let us take here 365 days for all the calculations of the various conversion period here. Then the other second one information is average period of credit allowed by suppliers. They have only calculated and they have only given average period of credit that is allowed by suppliers. So that is the one we are going to calculate here. That is payable deferral period. So when the business purchases goods on credit basis, when they go for payment, that is called as creditors. So it is average payables, that is average creditors, divided by net credit purchase per day. So when we take per day, it is 365, but they have only calculated and have given it as 16 days. So no need to put the formula, some information and find the answer. We already got the answer straight away. Next we will move on one by one for the other formulas here. As you can see here, RMCP, raw material conversion period. The formula goes like this: average stock of raw materials divided by raw material consumption per day. Consumption is usage per day. So how much of raw material used per day is calculated. So when you look into the first problem, you are going to find average stock of raw material as 320, and raw material consumption per day we have to find. So raw material consumption is given as 44,000. So per day means we have to multiply that with 365. The answer we get, that is number of days, that is 26.54, approximately 27 days. So this is the one which is going to explain for you how many days it takes to convert the raw materials therein based on the average consumption per day. The next one is work in progress conversion period. Work in progress conversion period, it is also based on average stock of work in progress divided by total cost of production per day. So total cost of production, that is also given in the problem. So we'll go one by there. So average stock of work in progress 350, cost of production per day 10,000 into 365. When you do, you are going to get it per day. Approximately you are getting as 12.775. When you approximate, it becomes 13 days. When it is more than 0.5, we have to take the next number. Here also that is how I taken more than 0.5, the next number. If it is less than 0.5, we keep it for 12 only, but here it is 12.7, so I taken it as 13 days. Next formula you are going to find finished goods conversion period. So finished goods is also like a current asset. Average stock of finished goods divided by total cost of goods sold per day. Here it is production, here it is sold per day. So here also you have the information available. The stock of finished goods 260 and the cost of goods sold is 10,500 into 365, that will give you 9.03, approximately 9 days. Next one, it is RCP. So RCP is receivable conversion period. It is connected to debtors. When you sell the goods on credit basis, it becomes receivable. So average accounts receivable, the meaning is debtors. So average debtors divided by net credit sales per day. So you have to relate. So regarding sales, credit sales, it is debtors. Regarding credit purchase, it is creditors. So we have the information available here for this also. Substitute 480 divided by 16,000 into 365, approximately you get 10.90 days. So when you approximate, it becomes 11 days. So like this we have to find the number of days for each formula. All current assets we have to add and current liability we have to less. So if I add the number of days in the current assets, we are getting as 60 days. So 60 days is called as gross operating cycle period, which consists of only current assets less the payable deferral period, that is the creditors connected, it is a liability. So it is 16 days is given as. So if you deduct, you are going to get 44 days. So when you deduct 16 from 60, you are going to get 44 days. That is net operating cycle period. This is the total value or the net value 44 days. So in 44 days you are going to find the operating cycle is going to complete. So current assets minus current liability, you have a formula. Please go through the formula and the format. So this completes the first problem.